So I woke up this morning and I was looking at the news earlier and I wanted to do my own research. So apparently, an American nurse and her child have been kidnapped in Haiti, right? And this is the news that they got about this right here. So they say an American nurse working in Haiti and her child kidnapped near Port-au Prince organization says. And this has happened, I guess, 3 days ago. Oh, so let's see this article right here. There has been an update 8 hours ago. See, I told you I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to do it yesterday because I was supposed to do it on Friday and Saturday, but it didn't work out like that. Hope. Thank you to all those that is rocking with the shorties, having patience and is understanding that I have a real life out here. I have a family to attend to. So thank y'all so much for showing a shorty support. Hopefully, this is the article speaking on it. Here we go.
Search is underway for a kidnapped American nurse, and we're going to turn now to the turmoil in Haiti, where an urgent search is underway for a kidnapped American nurse and her child. Alex Dorsonville works for a nonprofit organization that provides schooling to underserved Haitian students. Now, she is married to the group's founder. Last week's kidnapping came amid skyrocketing unrest, crime, and gang violence in Haiti after the country's president was assassinated 2 years ago. Roxana Sabiri is in studio today and joins us with more on the story. Roxana, good to see you. Welcome.
Good morning, Gail. The nonprofit El Roy said in a statement that Dorsonville and her child were kidnapped on Thursday. The U.S. State Department says it is working with Haitian authorities. The country was placed under a do not travel advisory last week because of the violence there, and all non-emergency U.S. government personnel were ordered to leave.
My name is Alex. I'm a nurse from New Hampshire, but now I live in Haiti.
Alex Dorsonville is a nurse for the students served by the nonprofit El Roy Haiti, running what she calls a makeshift clinic to address their medical needs.
I'm so blessed to be able to know so many amazing Haitians.
The organization called Dorsonville a deeply compassionate and loving person and said she and her child were kidnapped from its campus near Port-au-Prince Thursday. According to a recent UN report, Haitian gang violence is fueling a rise in kidnappings, killings, and injuries, with more than 1,600 total incidents in the first 3 months of this year. Kidnappings alone made up nearly 400 of those crimes, a 12% jump from the previous 3 months. The dire situation prompted protests earlier this month. And last week, some desperate Haitians, among more than 165,000 driven from their homes by gang violence, camped outside the U.S. Embassy, only to be forced away by police. We don't have anywhere to stay, Melanie Limoges said. The bandits kicked us out of our home. They rape us. Even if we are old, even the little ones, they rape. Our Vlad Dutier traveled to Haiti in May as part of our streaming series CBS Reports and spoke to concerned leaders there.
Imagine yourself in Manhattan with no police, no army, no governor, no mayor. That's the same thing. It's Haitian or Americans. Why do we have to find a solution alone?
We reached out to Dorsonville's family for comment. They referred us back to the nonprofit she works for, which said it is working to secure the safe return of Dorsonville and her child. The details of their kidnapping remain unclear. Natalie?
One we will certainly be following. Roxana, thank you.
Hey, turns out you don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen on the app in your room, at the
Okay, I'm sorry for the ads. Hold on 1 second. That is crazy, yo. Like, the stuff that happens in other countries, I swear that, listen, I live in North Philadelphia. For those of you that complain so much, they be like, oh my God, Philadelphia ain't shit. Listen, it's the people. There's a lot of programs and a lot of services in Philadelphia. It's the people. But let's get this update real quick on the nurse that was kidnapped in Haiti. So here we go. This article. So what y'all just saw was the news article from 2 days ago. right? So this was 8 hours ago. Before she was kidnapped, an American nurse described Haitians as full of joy and love. Last week, the U.S. urged citizens to leave the Caribbean nation. Oh, snap. All right, so let's hear what they got to say. This article's at CNN. Let's see what they got to say. Oh, y'all always got to put these darn ads before we hear what we got.
We begin in Haiti, where the U.S. is working to free an American nurse and her child who were kidnapped. That's according to the humanitarian organization where she has worked. The two were reportedly abducted on Thursday. The nurse, Alex Dorsainville, is shown here in video from the organization. She's married to the head of the group. The U.S. State Department is working with Haitian authorities to try and free the woman and her child. Let's bring in CNN's Paula Newton. She's been following this developing story and has covered the situation in Haiti for us. Paula, what more have you been able to learn about the American woman and the child abducted in Haiti?
Well, when we first learned about this, we learned from the organization themselves that posted on their website, in fact, that the director's wife, as you just said, Alex Dorsainville, who was there as a community nurse, she's originally from New Hampshire, that both she and her child were abducted right from the campus. And what this usually means is that a lot of those charities or schools operate within a compound. This was close to the capital, Port-au-Prince, and it says they were directly abducted from there. We also, CNN did receive a statement from the U.S. State Department saying that they were aware of these abductions and stating again that they have obviously front and center to try and get them to safety and are working with local agencies. But Leila, as you know so well, the situation in Haiti continues to be quite grave. It was just in the last week that we had the U.S. say to Americans that it was time to leave urgently and that the situation was becoming too volatile. For many months now, Haitians themselves all over the country, but especially in Port-au-Prince, have been putting up with the threat of abduction, of kidnapping, as well as absolute lawlessness and violence. This definitely comes at a difficult time for Haiti. And in these situations, Leila, I want to point out that some people are released very quickly. Sometimes a ransom is paid, sometimes it's not. What is very important right now is that this group, and of course the authorities trying to help them, determine who exactly kidnapped this nurse and her child and why, and that will help speed along negotiations. As I said, each situation seems to be different, and whether or not this can be resolved in the coming hours is something that many authorities on the ground and here in the United States are already looking at quite closely. Leila?
And Paula, the U.S. has been pushing for some time now for a multinational force to help Haiti manage its ongoing and deepening security crisis. Are these discussions still ongoing? What's the situation with that?
They are ongoing, and we actually had surprising news. It came as a surprise. First, we had a little while ago, we had authorities, dignitaries, specifically the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, saying, look, that progress was being made on a multinational force. And that comes on the heels for several weeks now that the United Nations has been saying, look, someone needs to lead that multinational force on the ground there. We have since had, in fact, a confirmation from Kenya saying that they are willing to lead that. I want you to listen now to Antony Blinken, though, talk about the situation and the kind of force they were trying to put together. Listen.
We are also very focused on working together with partners to.
Y'all know what I think is a shame though? Like, she praised Haiti so much. And what's crazy is that other countries are going through it a lot with their own laws, their own, we complain so much about America. We complain so much about the United States when a lot of these laws here could be changed if a lot of us unite and come together. But we choose to divide and crumble instead of unite and conquer. And that's our biggest problem. We are our biggest enemies. What's crazy is now you got the United States threatening Haiti now because of this kidnapping that's allegedly happening.
To try to help the Haitians restore security, restore stability. That really is the necessary foundation for being able to make progress on a political way forward, as well as making sure that humanitarian assistance can actually get to those in need. So we've been very focused on trying to put in place what's necessary for a multinational force.
So what's interesting here is that Kenya has confirmed from their foreign ministry that they're willing to deploy as many as 1,000 police officers to try and help combat that gang violence. This is, again, though, so complicated. And they themselves, the Kenyan authorities, point out that, look, this must be authorized by the United Nations. And then after that, there will be many weeks of really intense training here.
All right, so basically, the United States is going to go help, and instead of starting on some war, not thanks to Biden, because I think Biden would have already started World War IV out in that John real shit. So it's not thanks to Biden. So that they handling that situation real good, in my opinion. Hopefully, they're able to accomplish something, because gangs exist everywhere. For those of you that be like, oh my God, I'm leaving New York, I'm leaving Philadelphia, I'm leaving Detroit, I'm leaving Washington, I'm leaving Florida, I'm leaving Ohio, because there's so many gangs. Listen, you go to other places, you got to deal with even worse situations, worse types of groups, cults, and listen, Lord knows what is out there. But in other news, let's go on to the next topic. Like, guys, be careful. Like, if you're somebody that plans on going to another country, that's not in America. This cap is about to irk me, and I can't find my other one, and my hair is getting more messed up. Little cricket cap is gonna stay like that. Give me 1 second. This, I don't like when my hair is messed up, so I do apologize for the close up. There we go. Like, for those of you that think it's just fucking sugar and spice and everything nice, it's not. But in other news,